हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। इस वीडियो में हम एमएससी जूलॉजी फोर्थ सेमेस्टर का फर्स्ट पेपर न्यूरोफिजियोलॉजी एंड जर्नल फिजियोलॉजी सब्जेक्ट का टॉपिक कार्डियक साइकिल, हार्ट साउंड एंड ईसीजी का स्टडी करेंगे, जिसका इंट्रोडक्शन। द कार्डियक साइकिल refers to the sequence of events that occur in the heart during one heartbeat, including the constrictions and relaxations of the heart muscles. This cycle is vital for the effective pumping of blood throughout the body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissue and removing waste product. The heart sound and the electrocardiogram are important components of understanding the cardiac cycle, as they help in diagnosing various heart conditions and assessing the efficiency of the heart functionings. This essay will explaining the cardiac cycle, heart sounds, and the role of ECG in monitoring heart activity. Definitions of cardiac cycle. The cardiac cycle is the complete sequence of events that occur in the heart during one heartbeat, consisting of both electrical and mechanical activities. It includes the contractions and relaxations of the atria and ventricle, which help pump blood to the lungs and the rest of the body. The entire cycle typically lasts about 0.8 seconds at a normal heart rate of 75 beats per minute, but it can vary based on individual factors like age, fitness level, and health status. Phases of cardiac cycle. The cardiac cycles can be broken down into several phases, primarily based on the event that take place in the heart chamber, atria, and ventricle, which are as follow. First, atrial systole, contractions of the atria. This phase occurs at the end of the ventricle diastoles. It means relaxations. The atria contract, pushing blood into the ventricle, ensuring that they are full before the ventricle contract. Second, ventricle systole, contractions of the ventricle. During this phase, the ventricle contract to pump blood into pulmonary artery, right ventricle to lungs. The aorta, left ventricle to the body. This phase responsible for highest pressure in the heart. Third, ventricle diastole, relaxations of the ventricle. After the ventricle contract and relax and the heart chamber refill with blood, the atria also begin to refill with blood from to veins, preparing for the next cycle. Heart sounds. Heart sounds are the noises generated by the heart's mechanical activity. The two main heart sounds, commonly known as lub and dub, are associated with the closing of heart valve. First heart sound lub. This sounds occur when the atrioventricular AV valve, the mitral and tricuspid valve close at the beginning of ventricular systole. It marks the start of ventricular contractions. Second heart sounds dub. The second heart sound happens when the semilunar valve, the aortic and pulmonary valve close at the end of ventricular systole and the beginning of ventricular diastole. Sometimes additional sounds can be heard, such as S3 and S4, which may indicate pathological conditions, including heart failure or valve abnormalities. ECG and its role. An electrocardiogram ECG is diagnostic tool used to record the electrical activity of the heart. It provides vital information about the heart rhythm, electrical impulse, that timing of the cardiac cycle. The ECG trace the consist of waves representing the depolarization and repolarizations of heart muscle cells. The major component of the ECG are: first, P wave. This wave represents the depolarization electrical activations of the atria which occur just before arterial contractions, arterial systole. QRS complex. Second, this complex reflects the depolarization of the ventricles which occurs just before the ventricle contract, ventricular systole. Third, T waves. This wave represents the repolarization recovery of the ventricle after contraction, making the end of ventricular systoles. Relationship between the cardiac cycle, heart sounds, and ECG. The cardiac cycle, heart sounds, and ECG are closely interconnected. The heart sounds are a mechanical manifestations of the electrical event recorded by the ECG. For example, the P wave on ECG coincides with arterial contractions, arterial systole just before the love sounds occur. The QRS complex represents ventricular depolarization which corresponds to the start of ventricular contractions, and the dub sounds S2. The T wave reflects the repolarization of the ventricles which occurs during ventricular relaxation. Factor affecting the cardiac cycle. Several factors can influence the cardiac cycle affecting heart rate, rhythm, and efficiency. These include autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system increases the heart rate by releasing adrenaline, while the parasympathetic nervous system decreases the heart rate. Second, hormones. Hormones like adrenaline, epinephrine can increase heart rate and the force of the contractions, while other like thyroid hormone affect metabolism and heart functions. Third, physical activity. During exercise, the body demands more oxygen, which increase heart rate and the volumes of blood pumped, cardiac output. Fourth, age. As people age, the heart rate generally decreases and the efficiency of the heart may decline. Fifth, heart conditions. Disease like hypertension, like failure, and arrhythmias can disrupt the normal cardiac cycle, causing irregularities in the ECG and the heart sounds. Clinical relevance of the cardiac cycle. The study of the cardiac cycle, heart sounds, and ECG crucial diagnosing and monitoring heart disease abnormalities in the heart sounds, such as the presence of murmurs or changes in the ECG pattern like irregular rhythms, can indicate a range of conditions such as heart valve disease, arrhythmias, or myocardial infarctions. First, murmurs. These are abnormal sounds caused by turbulent blood flow and can be detected during ejaculation. They may indicate valve malfunctions like stenosis or regurgitations. Second, arrhythmias. Irregularities in the electrical impulse as detected by ECG may lead to conditions such as atrial fibrillation or ventricular tachycardia, which can impair the heart's ability to pump blood efficiently. Conclusion: understanding the cardiac cycle, heart sounds, and ECG is vital of comprehending how the heart functions and how various factors can affect its performance. Regular monitoring of the cardiac cycle through techniques like auscultations and ECG help the diagnosing heart disease early, enabling timely interventions. Healthy lifestyle choices, including regular exercise, stress management, and proper nutrition, are essential to maintaining a well-functioning heart and preventing cardiovascular disease. References.